I want to just say self-discipline. When I was in school, both high school and college, I was working, I'm living on my own, and I have to manage all those things. So going over and fitting in an hour of mentoring a week, for some people it might be a little more difficult, but I felt like everything that I'd done before, I just had to tweak a few things and figure out how I could fit that into my schedule for benefiting them and benefiting myself. Oh, a lot. I've learned a lot about communication. As I mentioned, I've mentored 2 individuals so far, so communication has changed a lot between the 2 individuals. I've learned about what I want to do in my career. I've learned a lot that I love working with children, so that's helped me. Again, time management, learned how to manage my time immensely. I've learned how to be a better mentor. I mean, there's things that don't work for every individual, and I've had to kind of shape my mentoring experience for that. A very memorable moment for me with my first mentee. He was really working on setting up a future for himself, and so we worked a lot on things that he would be doing when he got out. And one of those things was getting a job. He was really passionate about working at Honda, and I was able to get him signed into a position there. So when he was released, he'd be able to start with a $500 bonus, and he actually reached out to NCURC to let me know that he got that job and got that bonus. And so we couldn't have that direct contact, but he made a way to get it back to me, and that meant a lot to me that he took the time out of his day to say she helped me, and I want to let her know that she helped me. I think that anybody that wants to make a difference would make a good mentor, especially in these kids' lives. Individuals that are looking to take part in the PALS program but are unsure, I would say to just put your foot out there. It's going to seem scary maybe, especially if you haven't been a mentor, but it's very rewarding, and I think that will change your whole scope of how you're looking at the program. The very first time you go in there and sit down with a kid and they start telling you things, or the second time you go in there and they ask you if you remember certain things, you see how big of a piece you are in these kids' lives, and I think that's all it takes. It kind of just comes to, I think that's what surprised me the most. You definitely have to work at it, but it should be authentic, it should be real. You shouldn't be going in there and telling them necessarily what they want to hear. You're there to guide them and put them in a positive direction or bring a smile to their face, so it should be authentic. In college for psychology, and I wanted to be a therapist, and a very big piece of that is not judging the client, and I've been able to work on that a lot in my position as a mentor, especially with the children at NCURC.